Yeah, I pulled the trigger today, y'all. Early voting happened in my city, and I voted. And yes, I voted for Donald Trump. Yeah, I did that. So I'm gonna wait a little bit as we get ready to watch the football game. Usually I would put the football game title and all that, but that is the focus, but the main focus is the election that's coming up. I think that will be in less than 2 weeks. Move it up kind of closer. A lot of people been rocking with me lately. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate you because I really just started going live. So the goal is to go live every day, at least once, but maybe twice. Guess who's back? Back again, yes. It's me, your host, the Stock Sniper. Yeah, I'm back. We about to watch the football game and we about to relax. But I do think they be playing with my numbers. That's what I think. But I ain't tripping. I really ain't worrying about all that. Because the stuff that I say on here, I can turn around and listen to it, for my own personal and my family's personal benefit. So as y'all come in, hit that like button for me. Why did I vote for Donald Trump today? That's the question that I'm going to ask. Answer. Why did I vote for Donald Trump today? Yeah, I did that. First of all, this is the second time I ever voted in my entire life. Right? I only voted, this is my second time voting. The first time I voted, even though it was against my best interest, I voted for Joe Biden. That was the last what was that, 2020 was the first time I ever voted ever. Because I had the mindset of voting don't really matter, you know what I'm saying? Coming from where we come from, we don't worry about voting, right? They tell us if you done been to prison or if you're on parole, you can't vote. You know what I'm saying? So I never really worried about voting. I didn't care. The first time I ever voted was 4 years ago, deep in my 40s. And I voted for the person that I did not want to vote for. I did it because, like I talk about the family round table, not underscore, hi, what's up? Hey, what's going on? Appreciate you. Hit the like button for me. Well, at the round table, everybody wanted to vote for Joe Biden, right? He promised that Fortnite fan 46 high. Hey! So he promised some things, right? The one thing he really promised that really struck me, you know what I'm saying, is that he said that he was going to pass the George Floyd Act. the George Floyd bill, meaning that cops, the way they treat blacks, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna pass that bill. Well, they cannot do blacks the way they do blacks. Cause coming from where I come from, I've been treated badly by cops. You know what I'm saying? In the community when I was young. So I understood and identified. I just liked. Thank you for liking. I identified with that. So, you know, and with other family members at the round table, Joe Biden is in our best interest. But Joe Biden is in our best interest. But I knew in my heart that he wasn't in the best interest. So, majority rule, I voted for Joe Biden, right? Which I knew that it was going to come back to haunt me. And it did. You know what I'm saying? But this election, some of the family members still wanted to go with Kamala, which is fine. But I made a conscious decision to stick with what I know what was best for me, which is Donald Trump. Yo, what's up, G? Hey, what's happening? Oh, man.
What happened?
His name is Jeffrey Epstein.
Dang.
Boy, this YouTube is throw, bro. Wow. Bro, his name is Jeffrey Epstein. Boy, that's one thing about YouTube and going live. You could be going and in your flow, and something like that will come in and try to throw you off your game. That's what I was talking about earlier. You can't let nobody throw you off your game. You can't do it. And they will try. They will throw all kind of monkey wrenches trying to throw you off your game. You can't let them throw you off your game. You can't. So I made the conscious decision to go with what's best for me, right? What's Stock Sniper? Why are you voting for Donald Trump? I have been asked this specific question, right? Okay. Reason number one, opportunity zones. That's reason number one. Opportunity zones benefited me, Glenn Brucker, because he gave you a stimulus check. Glenn Redbuck, I'm a high income earner. I'm a high income earner. I did not qualify for the stimulus check. And another thing, I voted for Joe Biden. You're not listening. See, you're not listening to what I'm saying. I voted for Joe Biden in 2020. You're not listening. That's what's wrong. You need to pay attention. You need to pay attention. I voted for Joe Biden in 2020. Today, I voted for Donald Trump. So, if I would have got a stimulus check in 2020, I'd have voted for Donald Trump, right? I voted for Trump today. Today I did. This is not 2020. This is not 2020. You ain't paying attention. I voted for Donald Trump today. In 2020, I voted for Joe Biden. You ain't paying attention.
Don't get
You get it out the streets. Guess what? The streets is dead, homie. The streets are dead. The streets are dead. That ain't cute. You think that's cute? It's 2024. There's no reason to be getting money out the streets. It's DoorDash and Uber drivers make more money than you do in those streets. Let me say that again. It's DoorDash and Uber Eats drivers that make more money than you do in those streets. So by you saying that let me know where your mind at. Your block never died. You want me to go on StreamYard? If you say your block never died and you're running your mouth, let's do StreamYard. I want to talk to you face to face. Now, I want to talk to you face to face. You must be drinking. Whatever. Back to what I was saying. Opportunity zones. Right? That's one reason. Because opportunity zones benefited me and my family. Right? It benefited me and my family. Well, how did the opportunity zones benefit you, Stock Sniper? For one, like he talking about, get it off the streets, I was able to buy traps. Trap houses, like what he talking about? Yeah, I was able to buy them streets that he talking about. I was able to buy the block because of opportunity zones. But with a mindset like that, they are not thinking about the wholesales they can get on those properties in their hood. With a mindset like that, you can't be thinking about that. So that's one reason. It's one reason. That's one reason. Number two is that Donald Trump say that this presidency right here, we talking about 2024, if he win, no tax on overtime hours. Meaning that if you work a lot of hours, over 40 in 1 week, usually like if you work 50, 60 hours in a week, they tax you for your overtime hours. But Donald Trump say that there will be no taxes on overtime hours. No taxes on overtime hours. So that means if you work over 40 hours in 1 work week, right? If you work 20, if you work 30, if you work 60, that time and a half that you get over the 40 hours is tax-free. That's huge. If you work shutdowns, that's huge. So a lot of people be like, man, I work them overtime hours, but I don't see the money on my check because they tax me. They tax you on those checks for them overtime hours. But with no tax on overtime hours, that's free money. That's a whole nother paycheck, bro. That's a whole nother paycheck. So if you make $20 an hour, multiply by 40 in 1 week, that's 800, right? If you work 80 hours in that week, as an example, to make it simple math, after the 40, you get time and a half. So you working 30 hours, $30 an hour, because it's time and a half. 30 multiplied by another 40, that's 1,200. So that's 2,000 in 1 week. Which the 1,200, right, is tax free, bro. That's a simple example. I use even numbers to make it real simple. You make $20 an hour, you work 40, that's 800. You work another 40 overtime, at 30 multiplied by 40, that's 1,200, tax free. So in other words, you get to keep all your you get to keep all your overtime hours, and it's tax free. No tax on tips. If you're a bartender, if you're a waitress, the tips not taxed, you get to keep. Guess what he said today? Today he said that, okay, well then how are we gonna pay for all this? America has a lot of oil, right? We drill the oil, get the oil, and sell it. Today he proposed, well, look, man, if we can get the oil to sell it, we're gonna eliminate federal income tax. That's what he said today. The football game is on right now, but that's what he said today, y'all. Drill, baby, drill. And he supports eliminating federal income tax. That's like if you go buy something, not that. Your income tax, federal. And if you're in a state like the state I'm in, we don't pay state taxes. So if they eliminate federal income tax, we already don't pay state income tax. That's huge. Well, Donald Trump, what are we going to do to offset that income? Well, if we drill, baby, drill and sell the oil, in other words, America become somebody that sells something. Right now, America has no products. We are the product, right? We are the product in America. Well, how are we the product, Stock Sniper? We are the product because America make money on if we work, if we spend money. That's how America make money right now. America does not have a product. Every country has a product for sale. America does not have, the government does not have a product for sale. Touchdown! Woo! America does not have a product. We are the product. When we work, we pay federal income tax. If you own properties, you pay property taxes. If you go buy something at the store, you pay taxes on the goods and services that you buy. That's how America make their income. But America is the leader in oil, right? Drill, baby, drill. That's the reason why Texas, where I'm at, we don't pay state taxes. Why? Because we got oil. And our state government understand the process. We sell our oil. That's how Texas make their money. That's why there's no state income tax in Texas. And so Donald Trump is trying to take that blueprint from Texas. And I think Florida doesn't have, I think Florida don't pay state taxes either. I got to look that up, but I don't think Florida has a state income tax. But I know for sure Texas don't. So Donald Trump is talking about taking that blueprint, this Texas blueprint, drill, baby, drill. Our product will be oil, selling oil to other countries. And with that profit, we can come out of debt as a country because America is in big debt. But we can only eliminate federal income tax if we get out of debt. Well, how can America get out of debt, Stock Sniper? By drill, baby, drill, and selling the oil to other countries. Like people sell their oil to us. We got more oil in America than anybody. Drill, baby, drill. You know what I'm saying? And then sell the oil overseas. We got the best oil ever in the state in America. Best oil. Let me read the comments. You make to make me start. You want me to learn. You had to get it. I'm out of here, man. You tripping. You don't know nothing about no trouble. I guess, bro. I don't know nothing about no trouble. I guess. But yeah, that's what Donald Trump said today. He said, no tax, no federal income tax. That's huge. No tax on overtime, no tax on tips, no federal income tax. You know what I'm saying? Secure the border. That's another thing. I don't want nobody coming over here and I don't know who they are. Because guess what they're going to do? They come over here and commit their crime. Guess what they're going to do? They could go back to where they from and then turn around and come back looking totally different, under a totally different name, because nobody knows who they are. Nobody knows who they are. Know what I'm saying? So those just a couple of things. You know, that benefits me. What benefits you, Glenn Roebuck. What benefits you. If you in that hood, of course Donald Trump don't benefit you. You know why? Because if he secured them, when he secured them borders, whatever you paying for them drugs, the price is gonna go sky high. So of course, somebody that's in the hood, that's in illegal activities, they don't want Donald Trump to be the president because the Donald Trump is going to secure the borders. Right now, the borders wide open. So that means what, Stock Sniper? That means that all those drugs are coming over here for a cheaper price. Donald Trump secure those borders, them dudes in the hood, their prices are going to go sky high. Whatever they paying for them drugs right now, going to go up 10 times fold. Straight up. Allegedly. I'm going to say this. Right now, the borders are open. This is all allegedly. I'm going to say this specifically for the hood guy. You want to be in the street? Cool. Of course, the street guys, they don't want to fuck with Donald Trump. Why? I'm going to tell you right now. Let's say if you buy powder, right? And you paying $500 for an ounce of powder. Donald Trump secured those borders. That $500 ounce of powder is going to be $1,500. Why it's going to be $1,500, Stock Sniper? Because it's going to be harder for them to get it across the border if the borders are secure. That's why them dudes in the hood, they don't want Donald Trump to be the president. Because they're going to play triple for their drug prices. And then it's going to be a drought, right? The people that's bringing the cartels ain't going to be able to get it over here like that. So guess what's going to happen? The people that they give it to over here going to be on hold. They might be on a 2-week hold. They might be on a 3-week hold. And they make them drug prices go up. If you're used to paying $500 for a pound of weed as an example, Donald Trump come the president and he blocked those borders, you're not paying $500 no more. You're paying $1,500. You're paying $2,000 for a pound of weed, for an ounce of powder. So, of course, them dudes with that type of mentality, They don't want Donald Trump to be the president. If they smart, if they know anything, they ain't gonna want Donald Trump to be the president because they know the prices are gonna triple, quadruple. But what little do they know, their minds are so closed. You know what I'm saying? They so trapped within the tracks. They can't think outside of that hood. DoorDash drivers and Uber Eats drivers make more than them people do on them streets. I said it. So all I'm doing is educating you. If you don't want to listen to the OG, that's on you, homie. If you want to be a closed mind, don't get fed. Let me say it again. Glenn Robeck, a closed mind don't get fed. Don't get fed at all. Ain't what you imagine to being locked up in 2025, bro? That's so lame. That's lame as fuck. To be locked up in prison in 2025 with all this opportunity to make money. You got YouTube, you got apps, you got the computer, you got the internet. That's lame as fuck. That's lame, bro. I'm straight up. Glenn Beck here, you coming in with that, I'm gonna give you the game. That's lame, bro. That's lame to be in the streets in 2025. Because guess what? Ain't no love in them streets. Them homeboys that you hanging around with, them niggas gonna tell on you. And you'll probably tell on them. 8 times out of 10, you a snitch too. You will tell on them. You will tell. Out of the 10 homeboys you got, 8 of them are snitches. And I'm just giving it away. I'm just saying 8. It might be 9. It might be all 10. Ain't no loyalty in them streets. And it don't love you back. You think it's love, but it's not. Ain't no love. And you really repping them streets like that, you a petty hustler. You a Joe Blow. You get it out the streets, you a Joe Blow. You a petty hustler. You a Pookie and you a Ray Ray. What Pookie and Ray Ray mean? Pookie is New Jack City. Ray Ray is South Central. If you ain't never seen those movies before, go look at South Central. That's Ray Ray. We already know who Pookie is. Pookie come from New Jack City. So yeah, you a Pookie or you a Ray Ray. And guess what they got planned for you? Nothing. They ain't got no plans for you at all. Them streets, they ain't got them brothers in them streets, ain't got no plans for you in them streets from what you doing right now. Hope you listening, Glenn Beck, Rebecca, whatever your name is, which I think you trolling. But yeah, if you ain't trolling anybody that's watching in the future, this here comment, I ain't gonna block him. I'm gonna let him play. Look, that's that street mentality. And it's sad, bro. And it's lame. It's lame as fuck. It's lame. You want to be in 2025, you telling me you want to take penitentiary chances to be away from your family, your kids, to go working in them fields or go sitting in some hot box in the dorm with no AC. That's what you telling me. You want to go to them, they tell you what, when, why, and how, what to do. You rather do that. You think that's cute. You think that means something. Obviously, you don't know what it means to walk down them walls. You don't know what it means to walk down that yard. With the guards telling you pull up your pants, because you know you youngsters, y'all like to sag. With the guards telling you to pull up your pants, or telling you when it's rec time, or when it's time to go to sleep. It's 2025, bro. That is lame as fuck. In 2025, to be walking down the prison yard, bro, nobody gonna send you no money. After you do about 3 or 4 years flat, the broad is gone. Your kids ain't gonna know you. Your mom and daddy sick, you know, they probably gonna die off. in 2025. It's too much. It's too much going on. It's too much going on, Glenn Beck. Real big to be in them streets, man. It's too much going on in life. And if you in them streets, DoorDash, the people, you think that you treat them DoorDash, see niggas like you, I'm sorry, y'all. I ain't mean to say it like that. But brothers like you that be in the trap, hustling, trying to flip something and duck and dodge from the cops, then you trying to duck and dodge for somebody that's going to try to come kick your door in, or the DoorDash. It's dudes like you that don't give the DoorDash drivers or the Uber Eats drivers no tip. But little do you know, them DoorDash drivers and them Uber Eats drivers make way more money than you. I guarantee you, they make way more money than you. You in them streets talking how you talking, you ain't making no money in them streets. You a $50 wholesale flipper, you a $125 quarter buyer trying to make $250. Guess what? Them Uber Eats and them DoorDash drivers make that before you can even make your money back. Hello. They make that money before you even make your money back. Hope you listening. I'm not trying to talk bad about you. I'm trying to give you some game. If you in the streets and you buying a quarter pound, you buying a half a pound, or if you buying a pound, and you breaking it down in quarters, halves, and ounces, nickels, dimes, and 20s, and you selling it, by the time you make your money back, the DoorDash and the Uber Eats driver already done made double what you done made. I'm just letting you know that. So, you would do better, instead of being in the streets, you would be better, open up your DoorDash account, open up your Uber Eats account, and go to work for DoorDash and Uber and become a what? Business owner. And show your family something better in life than that. That don't excite me at all, because by you writing like that, I already know if it is fake, it's entertainment. Or that type of mentality gets you nowhere. But down there in prison, which is a sad situation. I would hate to be in prison in 2025 with all the income opportunities. I would hate to be in prison in 2025, especially going back and forth, going to prison. That's a sad situation. In 2020 and 2025, you going back and forth to prison 2-3 times in a row. Hollering about them going back to the block. Do you know how much money is being made on the stock market? Do you know? Forget DoorDash and Uber. Do you know how much money being made on that stock market? You're able to trade stocks on your phone, bro. It's a game changer. Why would I be in the streets hustling, thinking that it's cool, trying to be cool with the dudes in the hood that don't care about you, that's gonna tell on you in 29 seconds? Because it's cool now to snitch. They make it cool now to tell on one another. You get caught with that dope you got, you gonna tell, and them cops tell you, I'll let you out right now, tell me who you got it from. You gonna tell. Yes, I said it. You gonna tell. They gonna tell. And if they got it from you, they gonna tell on you. Telling you. It's not, that ain't this, and this ain't that. Straight up. I guess you're gone now. Or you listening. If you listen, I hope you ain't typing. I hope you listening to what I'm telling you. Because in a minute, keep on ripping and running in them streets. In a minute, when them white folks lock your black ass up, you're going to wish you would have listened. It's 2025. It's lame as fuck to be in them streets, bro. It's lame. Soon as somebody tell me in the streets they're thinking it's cool, That's lame. You late. You was born too late. Yeah, I said it. You was born too late. You wasn't born in the 80s. You wasn't born in the 90s. You missed it. It ain't my fault you missed the goodness of the streets. You missed it. You late now. It's over with. We in 2025. We in the era of the internet. This is what's happening. The streets, that's been dead since the 90s, homie. That's been dead since the 90s. Sorry. You was born too late. You missed it. So that you saying that, it don't excite me. It just let me know how lame you are and how lame the youngsters are these days. Lame as fuck. And they'll tell just like that. They lame. Lame. Stop listening to your favorite rapper. Stop it. That's another thing that has changed. In the 80s and in the 90s, my era, when rap first started, the rappers wanted to be us. All this that y'all do in the club, throwing money to the strippers, dressing fly. Buying bottles in sections. Who you think they got that from? They got that from the dudes that was about something in the hood. That's who they got that from. They was emulating us. Those rappers, back then in the 80s and the 90s when rap first came out, they was emulating us in the hood. Now look, it done flipped. The dudes in the street are emulating the rappers. That's what's going on right now. These youngsters in the street look up to the rappers. In the 80s and the 90s, the rappers looked up to the hustlers. The rappers looked up to us. It's a difference, bro. I cut from a different cloth than what you cut from. And I don't give a damn where you from. I'm cut from a different cloth. So if you still in the streets in 2025, you behind. You lame. Step up. Step your game up. If you in them streets, that means you a bottom level hustler. Like I just said, it's DoorDash and Uber Eats drivers that making more money to them bottom level hustlers. Even to the ones that's serving you on the block. It's DoorDash and Uber Eats drivers that's making more money than that. You can become a DoorDash and Uber Eats driver in 2025 and eat like you selling bricks. I said it. It's a fact. You can become a DoorDash and Uber Eats driver and eat like you serving the block. It's 10-0. I thought the Ravens was going to show up, but it's 10-0. It's 10-0. Baker Mayfield, my boy from Oklahoma. I used to watch Baker Mayfield. But yeah, Glenn Beck, go to school, bro. Find you something that you love to do. Get out of the streets, bro. The streets is dead. Find you something that you love to do. Welding, painting body. If you look up to a rapper, learn how to make beats. Learn how to be an engineer. Coding. Become a YouTuber. If you are in the streets, well, I'm in the street stock sniper. You gotta, while you are in the, if you're in the streets right now and can't stop right now, while you in the streets, bro, work on something else. Start a YouTube channel. Start making videos. Go to school. You know what I'm saying? If you like music, start trying to learn how to make beats. Go to school. Why are you in that trap? Because sometimes it be like that. Sometimes you be stuck in the trap. But don't be the type of person that be stuck in the trap and that's all your mind conceive is the trap. That's gonna lead you to in and out of prison, in and out of prison. I can tell you young, that's gonna lead you to in and out of prison, in and out of prison, in and out of prison, away from your family. Bro, if you're in them streets right now, get you a plan together. Earn, spend less, and invest. Work on something. While you in that trap, work on something outside of the trap that you love to do. Become a truck driver. I'm a retired truck driver. Become a truck driver. Go to trucking school. Take whatever that money that you're making, stop buying weed, stop buying drinks, stop buying cigarettes. Know what I'm saying? Stop going to the club with your homeboys. And take that money and put it to the side and go to trucking school. Become a truck driver to get out the streets. Because the streets are dead, bro. They're going to either go try to, it's worse than what it is when I was young. Now, they will snitch on you, they will kill you, and they will hug your baby and act like they love your mama and kill you at the same time. It's different. Ain't no love in them streets. Let me say that again. These days, majority of them dudes go snitch. They will rob you. They will kill you. And they will hug your mama and act like y'all brothers. They'll pick your kid up from school, your baby. They'll know your whole family. In other words, from your mama to your baby mama, they'll know your whole family. But then at the same time, guess what they'll do? They'll kill you and they'll rob you and they'll snitch on you too. Ain't no reason. There's no reason. Just for that reason right there. Them niggas don't love your mama. They don't love your kids. They don't love your baby mama. They don't love themselves. So guess what? They'll kill you. They'll rob you. They'll snitch on you. They'll do all the above. They'll run up in your mama house after they just said, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, your mama been knowing them since they was 2 years old. They'll still run up in the house and rob them. Ain't no love in them streets. Not at all. And they don't love you back. I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. Tampa Bay is up 10-0. But let's see what's going to happen. Lamar Jackson, Derrick Henry. Lamar Jackson, Derrick Henry. Oh, Flowers, first down. Inside the 35-yard line of Tampa Bay. Let's go. Let's go. Y'all hit the like button for me, man. As you come in, hit that like button. Don't be scared to hit that like button. I'm trying to get 20 likes. At least 10. I need 10 likes. Once I make 10 likes, I'm going to make an announcement. I need 10 likes. Get on that like button. All you got to do, you see this, it say the stock sniper? Hit that twice. Hit that twice. Appreciate y'all for coming. I'm watching the football and I'm just kicking game. Youngster coming here talking out the side of his neck. So I've been on that a lot. I've been on that. He said he in the streets. He said he been in the streets. He in the streets. But yeah, I voted today. And yes, I voted for Donald Trump. I already said why. Now I'm going to basically rewind it. The reason why, because that's what's best for me. That's what's best for me and my family. What's best for you and your family is what's best for y'all. But what you can't do is let none of these rappers tell you who to vote for. You vote for what's best for you and your family. You know what I'm saying? Who's gonna benefit you and your family? I voted for Joe Biden in 2020. Look what happened. Out of there. The main reason why I voted for Joe Biden in 2020, because he said he was gonna pass the George Floyd bill. Never heard about it anymore. That was major to me. I wanted to see him pass. I wanted to see the George Floyd bill. So them police can't do us like they did George Floyd. That's what I wanted to see. Didn't happen. When he won, right, he said that he owed the black community, you know, for voting for him and putting him over the hump. What has he given the black community? He did not hold up to his word. He didn't. And what he did, he let everybody come over here from other countries. I'm down here where it's at. He let everybody come over here. He give them money. He give them food stamps. He give them housing. What he do for the people that voted for him? Nothing. So, in 2020, I wanted to vote for Donald Trump. I wanted to. In 2016, I didn't vote. The first time I ever voted was in 2020. 2016, I didn't vote for nobody. I didn't vote at all. Because I had the mindset of that voting, that don't matter. I was on that mindset, but it do matter. I've gotten older. I've gotten more wiser. I've gotten more educated. It matters. So in 2020, my first time ever voting, you know, the family we talked it over, I voted for Joe Biden. Was a horrible mistake. Today, first day of voting in my area. When it's the first day of voting in your area, go vote. Vote for who's best for you and your family. Donald Trump is best for me and mine. Who's best for you and yours? That's what you need to answer. Don't get mad at me for voting for Donald Trump, because I'm doing what's best for me and my household. And I ain't gonna get mad at you for voting for Kamala Harris. Why? Because you're doing what's best for you and your household. That's how it works. That's the reason why Martin Luther King and all those brothers marched and done the things that they did. Why? So we have the right to vote for who we want to vote for. They didn't say vote for who I tell you to vote for. They just tell you to vote. Vote for who's best for you. We got the right to vote now. And that means a lot. So don't get mad at me because I voted for Donald Trump. That's what's best for me and mine. You voting, you don't know nothing about nothing. Kamala Harris say, well, go read the policy. Go read what I'm going to do. It's 90 pages long. Have anybody read the whole policies? I know Donald Trump policies, Wild Stock Sniper, because he was the president in 2016. He's been talking about his policies since 2014. A lot of y'all don't know that Donald Trump used to be a Democrat. All the rappers, all your favorite rappers loved Donald Trump when he was a Democrat. Who knew that? Who knew that Donald Trump used to be a Democrat? I know you ain't here no more, Glenn Roebuck, but you don't know that Donald Trump used to be a Democrat. Donald Trump used to fund Obama, Kamala Harris, Hillary Clinton, Bill Clinton, Oprah. Him and Oprah was the best of buddies when he was a Democrat. When Donald Trump was a Democrat, all those Democrats who hate him now loved him. Why they loved him, Stock Sniper? Because he was donating billions of dollars to the campaign. They started not liking Donald Trump because he peeped out what was going on. They stopped being about economics and growth and start being about what they're about now. So he did what? He flipped the script. He went over to the Republicans. But Donald Trump used to be a Democrat. He was a high income earner that did what? Donated billions of dollars to who? Obama, Hillary Clinton, Bill Clinton, Oprah, and Kamala Harris and Joe Biden. But they don't talk about that. So you coming on here talking about who I'm voting for, you need to research who the hell you voting for. You need to worry about what's going on in your house. So you worrying about what's going on in mine. You in the streets. I'm not. Hello. So obviously, if you in the street, you don't know nothing about it. You don't know your left hand from your right. If you in the streets at 2025, you don't know your left hand from your right hand. I said it. You don't know your left hand from your right. You this close from going to prison. This close. Probably closer than that. Because you seem retarded. You this close from going to prison. I said it. So yeah, vote for who's best for you. Baltimore scored 7-10. Y'all hit that like button as you come in. Just touch my cap right there. Bop, bop. And it's a done deal. Make a comment. You know what I'm saying? Let me know who you going for in the football game. Is the Ravens versus Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Who you going for? Let me know. Talk to me. I talk back. Third and 3, first down. Tampa Bay on the move.
Stop it. Go lay down.
Shotgun, man in motion. Play action. Good pass. Oh, good pass to the tight end. That was nothing but a 3-yard gain. 3-yard gain. Yeah, I'm watching the game. Also, appreciate y'all for hitting that like button. It's well appreciated. Monday Night Football. We got 2 games coming on tonight? Yeah. It's 2 games.
No, I'm going to bed. That last game is already.
I didn't even know it was gonna be another game on.
But where they playing that game at?
I don't know. Man in Motion.
It's already 8 o'clock.
I think it come on right now. Usually the games come in like 30 minutes or hour apart. So we got, I've been running my mouth, y'all. 7 minutes and 50 seconds left in the second quarter. Baker Mayfield is bringing them down. We are at the 25-yard line of the Ravens. Shotgun formation. Back to pass. Baker Mayfield. Oh, he dropped it. He dropped the ball. And he got a cramp. You need to drink more water. Evans got a cramp. Bro, you need to drink more water, bro. Water is very essential.
The other one, like he hurt too.
Both of them niggas don't drink no. I apologize for saying that. They don't drink no water. And he went caught a cramp. Don't drink no water. Yeah, I bumped up my, if you seen it live earlier, I had a great day today. I bumped up my mileage. I usually run 3 miles a day. I bumped it up to 3.5. So in other words, 3 miles out of there. No more 3 miles. From now on, it's 3.5 or more. Today was the first day, 3.5 miles. I'm not going back. You never go back. You always move forward in life. So I had a great day today. I ran 3.5 miles. I walked about another 2. Know what I'm saying? Now I'm watching a good game, kicking it on YouTube, drinking me some good lemonade. Sponsored by Dole. Dole is some good tasting lemonade, bro.
Really?
Yeah, it is.
Where my cup?
I drink it right out the bottle.
Drinking my cup. Man, hold up.
But it does have a lot of sugar in it.
Sound good to me.
So we try to cut down on our sugar intake, right? Drink a lot of water and very minimal sugar. So I mixes that with water because I don't want to drink all that sugar. Nah, it got, so in 8 ounces, which is not that much, it has 28 grams of sugar in 8 ounces. That is a lot, bro. It's a lot of sugar. What's that, water?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I got things I'm trying to do.
Damn.
They have to give you a little lemonade. And you don't like it. See, that's why I work. You can't do what I do. I mix mine with water. So you want to drink with me? You got to mix the Dole lemonade because we do not drink 28 grams. Oh, I don't drink 28 grams of sugar in 8-ounce fluid. No, I mix it with water, half and half.
Yeah, half and half.
That's what I do.
That's good.
You gotta mix it. Tampa Bay about to score. Tampa Bay about to score.
Nothing more like it.
And it's about to be halftime.
Yeah, that's good. Don't take a lot. Hey, lovely. Hey, sweets. China.
Baker Mayfield, throw it. Nobody's open. Interception, that was dumb. He should have threw it to number 7 when he had him open. That's the thing about Baker Mayfield. When he takes too long, he throws interceptions. Y'all hold on a second. I gotta use the restroom.
Could you get off of me? Look at Daddy leaving you. Look at Daddy leaving you.
Hey, young couple, you don't know nothing about no trouble. Lord have mercy. It was always somebody with a Democrat mindset. They're always coming in and messing with me.
Oh boy.
When I put my Trump shit on there, every time. Them niggas dumb, bro. I ain't never seen no niggas that damn dumb. Motherfucker, a rapper can tell them anything. And they gonna believe it. And then you have a conversation with them and break it down and see what they're talking about. They don't know nothing what they talking about. So you know what the last thing that they say?
You don't know what you talking about.
No.
What?
The last thing that they say is that ain't now one of them. But once you break it down to them and they realize you got them in the corner and they don't know what they're talking about, the last thing they say is all of them. The last thing they say is, well, shit, ain't now one of them gonna do nothing for us. That's what they say. Once they realize that they are in the corner, because once you realize that they really don't know nothing, that they just voting just because their mama told them to, or their daddy, or their grandma, or one of them rappers, and they really don't know what's really going on, and you really break it down to them, and they realize that, hey, this person really knows something about what's going on.
Right.
At the end of the day, the last thing they say is, ain't no reason to vote no way. Now one of them gonna do nothing for us anyway. I'm not looking for nobody to do nothing for me. I do for myself. I'm not looking for no handout. That's what's wrong with you niggas. Always looking for a handout. You don't vote for nobody for a handout. That's what the Democrats for. You vote for them if you want a handout. I don't want no handout. I want to grow as a business. I want lesser taxes. That's what I want. I want an opportunity to buy these houses for sale. I want an opportunity to buy your trap house that's on sale. That's what I want the opportunity to buy. Need no handout. I don't want no handout. I want the opportunity to grow as a business. And the opportunity to grow to do what? Make my downline most successful. Where they can do what? Retire at 50 like I did. If I retired at 50, I want my daughter to retire at 40 or 45. That's my goal as the head of my family. I want my daughter, I retired. That's another thing, Glenn Beck, Robeck. I am retired at 50 years old, bro. We are not the same. I retired. I'm retired. I've been retired for over a year. I'm 51 years old right now. I retired at 50. We ain't the same. All my daughters are successful. They all in medical school. They all working in the medical field. On the path to do what? I'll do me. I want them to retire at 40 or 45. Straight if they want to. Let me put it like that. If they choose to, if they will be able to retire at 40 or 45 years old. Yeah. So if you got a kid, especially if you got a 1 or 2 year old kid, you better start investing and putting money back for your kid. That way when your kid gets 17, 18, 19, 20 years old, guess what? They already got something to fall back on. They already got something set up for them. Anybody that's out there watching, set your kids up, bro. Open up a brokerage account for your kid. Put some money in there every week, every 2 weeks, every 3 weeks, every month. That way, when your kid turn 17 or 18, guess what? They already got a head start in life. That's how I was able to retire at 50 years old. I had a head start. But see, what y'all don't realize, them Democrats don't want you with a head start. They don't want you thinking like that. They want to continue to keep you on housing. They want to continue to keep you on food stamps. They want to continue to think that people is racist. They want to continue to keep you thinking about somebody else. It's a sad situation, bro. Sad. They want you to continue worrying about the next man. The Ravens have now taken the lead. Here we go with the flag, holding on the offense. So if you ain't trying to listen to this game I'm putting down, get out of here. It ain't for you. If you ain't feeling what I just said for the past hour, you can unsubscribe. I don't want you over here. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody got the freedom. I ain't gonna trip if you say you vote for Joe Biden or if you vote for Kamala Harris. That might be what's best for you. I ain't gonna trip because you do that. That's what you want to do. So don't talk about me because I voted for Donald Trump. I made the best decision that's the best for me and my situation. So if you got a problem with that, you got a problem with freedom of speech, you need to get your ass on. And I don't support, I ain't gonna say support. I don't fuck with no man going in no woman's restroom. I don't get down like that, man. They get down like that. They don't give a damn about a man going in a woman's restroom and going in there and saying he a man. I mean, going in there and saying he a woman. Or a little kid that's a boy that's 6, 7 years old and want to get a sex change and say he a girl. I'm not down with that, bro. If you down with that, that's on you. I'm not. And you got a right to be down with that. You know what I'm saying? If you're all right with your daughter at 6, 7 years old coming to you and telling you that she want a dick, then that's on you. I don't want my daughter coming to me hollering about she want to be a man or she want to be a boy. I ain't down with that, bro. But if you down with that, that's on you. That's another reason why I can't vote for Kamala Harris. They down with that stuff. They don't give a damn if a kid, if a boy go into a girl's restroom. They don't care that if a boy want to run track with a girl. They don't care if a boy say he a girl and go box in the ring and box the girls. They don't care. So if you don't care, then that's on you. I care. I don't want my daughter to be competing with a boy who his mental state is off, because guess what? If you're a boy and you really want to be a girl, you got a mental problem. I said it. You got a mental problem. If you're a girl that want to be a boy, or if you're a boy that want to be a girl, especially if you're 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years old, you got a mental problem. And I don't want my daughter that plays basketball have to compete with a boy that want to be a girl. I don't want that, bro. So I challenge Nobody's going to talk about that. I've already had a conversation with multiple Democrats. When I bring that up, you know that's one thing they don't want to talk about, right?
What? The kids?
They don't want to talk about the sex change with a 6-7-year-old.
Mm-hmm.
Like, remember we seen on that debate?
Yeah.
When Joe Biden, it wasn't a debate. It was a town hall meeting before he won the presidency in 2020. And that kid asked him a specific question. Remember that day? I wish I could I'm gonna find that. I'm gonna make a video. I'm gonna react to that video when Joe Biden told that kid that he supports if that kid wanted sex change to be a male. Remember that? I'm gonna find that video and I'm gonna react to it. But the Democrats, none of them over there, they don't want to talk about that. They don't want to talk about sex changes. They don't want to talk about these kids that's born a boy but want to be a girl, or a girl that's born a girl and want to be a boy. They don't want to talk about that. That's why, another reason why I can't roll with them. I voted for them last year and I hate I did it, bro, because I knew for a fact that that man supported kids' sex change. And I voted for Joe Biden anyway because of the family. But they don't give a damn. They would want your son or your daughter. Just think about this. It's boxing. It's supposed to be a boy against a boy, a girl against a girl. And your daughter is a good boxer. And it's a boy that thinks he's a girl that's boxing against your daughter and beat the shit out your daughter. That's not fair. So, Glenn, Rebecca, what you think about that? You ain't said nothing in a while. What you think about that? If you got a kid, you don't even think like that though, because you got a kid that's a daughter, right? You got a daughter that's boxing, going against a boy that's really a boy, but want to be a girl. And because he want to be a girl, they let him fight your daughter and he beat the shit out of her. You know that's the Democrats' agenda, right? Every time I talk to a Democrat and say that, they ain't got nothing to say. Because 99% of them don't even know that. Why they don't know that, Stock Sniper? Because they're too busy listening to what the rappers say. They're too busy listening to what Oprah say. They too busy listening to what Charlemagne the God say. Which Charlemagne the God is a rapist. They too busy listening to, what's the comedian name?
Not Cat Williams.
No. The one Cat Williams was talking about.
Steve Harvey.
Steve Harvey. Cardi B. Megan Thee Stallion.
Taylor Swift. Diddy told y'all to vote or die. Told y'all to vote Democrat. He told y'all to vote for Joe Biden. He told y'all to vote for Obama. Diddy. He said vote or die. He's a Democrat. That's what's wrong with y'all. Y'all listen too much of what these rappers say. Plies. Telling y'all, trying to tell y'all who to vote for. Crazy as hell. But you don't really realize that only reason why the rappers are saying that is because the Democrats give them all that money. They pay them to tell y'all that. Just like the powers that be up there, tell them to tell y'all to shoot this person, kill that nigga, smoke this person, roll this person up in a blunt and smoking. I'm smoking on JoJo. I'm smoking on Ray Ray. I'm smoking on Pookie. I'm spinning the block and I'm busting on my ops. The same people that tell y'all that. That's trying to tell you who to vote for. Man, them rappers don't give a damn about you. They don't give a damn about me. They don't give a damn about your family. They don't give a damn about my family. All they care about, dollar bill, y'all. That's all them rappers care about. All they care about is the money. As long as they get in the bag, that's it. And they trying to program you niggas to sit here and say, oh, as long as I'm getting the bag, I don't give a damn. Charleston White, prime example. He talking about somebody's disabled kid. But because people are paying him thousands of dollars to come talk about it, that's stupid. They paying him thousands of dollars to come sit on their couch and down somebody's disabled daughter. And because you niggas want to sit here and watch that, they monetizing it and making y'all think that it's cool and making y'all think that that's entertainment. He's so dumb and crazy, it done fucked him up. He said it. He has actually turned into the character. He has actually turned into the character. And it's different than like a movie actor, right? A movie actor, they do that. They stay in the character, you know what I'm saying? They play the best character that they can, that's different. You know what I'm saying? Because they're playing a character. But the character that these niggas is playing is downgrading their own race. The black community is the only ones that's doing that. And they're using their blueprint because them niggas learned that shit from the white people. That what they doing, they learned that from the white people. And they doing it to us. Or to you, not to me. Because I see right through them. They doing it to y'all. And I would never sell out my YouTube channel or sell my soul for money, subscribers, or likes. Straight up. I'm not finna sit here, and because I know that if I start really going off, you know what I'm saying, and really get into the algorithm, I know I can blow up like Charleston White. He sold his soul for a jelly roll. Now he's so out of there, he don't even listen to his old school pop. He don't listen to his OG no more, that old man. That old man that's who Charleston White really act like. If you from Dallas, you know that OG, that old man that Charleston White always talk about. Slick old man with game. That's really who Charleston White is acting. But that old man told him he needs to slow down. Pops, if you follow Charleston White, you know who I'm talking about. If you from Dallas, from Fort Worth, you know who Pops is. Pops is old school player from back in the day, right? Who Charleston White got that game from. But Charleston White came on the internet and everybody sucked it up. All that drama he be talking, soaked it up. So now he said it today. He don't know how to come out of character. He done sold his soul for $1. And guess what? The dollar is tanking. That nigga, he showed that money today. That money ain't really worth shit. He showed $10,000. Next week is gonna be worth $4,000, $5,000. Watch stock sniper, because the value of the dollar is tanking as we speak. Dumb as hell. Only person that value that money in them dollar bills is niggas. Nobody else value the dollar bill. Nobody. He's not taking that money and investing it in a goddamn thing. He's too addicted to an American dollar, which is tanking every single day. But listen to what I'm saying. I'm the real OG. Listen to what I'm saying. And he is wrapped up in the character of doing what? Talking bad about kids, bro. And making it cool. Making it cool to do what? Disrespect disabled kids in our community, man. He ain't got no reason. And then he blame it, and that's what niggas always do. Always blame it. Well, I'm getting the money. All I care about is the money. Yeah, I talked about this, all because of the money. Money is the root of all evil. Money is the root of all evil. And guess what? He doing all that fact. Nigga ain't got no goddamn money. Why he ain't got no money, Stock Sniper? He just showed us $10,000 and he can go to the bank and draw it out. He's spending it just as fast as he make it. In other words, he's living paycheck to paycheck. The niggas living paycheck to paycheck. I don't give a damn what y'all say. He cannot stop doing those interviews right now. Let him. The old school told him to stop for 90 days. The nigga that gave him all the game. He is now going against his OGs. He said, I'm making too much money, Pops. I can't do it. I can't do it. He can't afford to do it because he's spending too much money. He cannot stop doing that for 90 days. Pops told him, man, you need to chill out. Just lay low and don't say nothing. Don't do no interviews, no nothing for 90 days. He can't do it. He'll go broke if you do it. He just gave the white folks $90,000 burning out of jail the other day. They locked his dumb ass up for trying to create content acting like he pepper spraying a damn cat. Anything for clout. They told us that Cardi B and Offset back in the days made the best song ever. They will do anything for clout. A nigga like Charleston White will let a nigga fuck him in the ass for some clout. I said it. These niggas will do anything for clout. Joe Rogan and all them and the white boys, they not doing all this here, man. They not degrading their own people and talking about disabled kids like Charleston White is doing. They not doing that. They laughing at niggas. Because niggas is dumb. I would never sell my soul for a jelly roll. And guess what? Once you sell your soul for a jelly roll, Charleston White got to keep doing what he doing. He got to. If he stopped for a month, guess what's going to happen? All that clout is gone. He won't be in the algorithm no more. That's why he got to keep it going. And he got to keep it going. He got to find somebody else to fuck with. He got to find the next person, you know what I'm saying, to go back and forth with. Why? Because us, we go watch it. Niggas love drama. Niggas love drama. They done brought hood drama to the internet. And these niggas is getting paid off of it. They do anything for clout. And it's making them look bad. It's making them sell their soul. And all the puppet master doing is this. Charleston White is being controlled by a puppet master. All these niggas on the internet, all these content creators that be going back and forth and tripping and going all out of they chunking they self for money is getting played by the powers that be, which is who? The culture vultures. Who's the culture vulture, Stock Sniper? Who runs YouTube? Leor Cohen. The same one that's over rap. The same one that give them niggas a contract to talk about killing your homeboy. I'm gonna kill this nigga. I'm gonna kill that nigga. I'm gonna kill his family. You know what I'm saying? And then when the dude get killed, I'm smoking on JoJo. I'm smoking on Tim. That's what they do. I'm gonna kill this nigga. I'm gonna sell this dope to that nigga. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. They get paid extra money to talk about that. That's what's happening with this content shit. The content creators have become the new puppet masters. Have become the new puppets to the puppet masters on the upper level. And guess what they say? They don't give a damn how much money they gotta pay to keep us thinking like that. They will pay extra money to keep us thinking like how we thinking. And somebody like me that's talking like this, I won't get promoted because it's against the algorithm. It's against the owner of YouTube, which is Leor Cohen, who runs YouTube. But let me start talking like how they talk. Let me start tripping like Charleston White. Let me start arguing. Let me go out there and do something dumb and record it. I get a whole lot of views, likes, and subscribers. But I can't sell my soul for the jelly roll. Why you can't do that, Stock Sniper? Because I get my money out the stock market. Right. I'm a retired truck driver. I know how to make money. I am a retired truck driver, right? And I get my money out the stock market on a daily basis. We ain't the same. Yeah. Wall Street, 704 Wall Street, that's my block. My block. If you want to find me, I'll be on 704 Wall Street. The stock market, that's my hood. My block is 704 Wall Street, where it's all gravy. Yeah. I ain't got to sell my soul for a jelly roll. I ain't got to come here and disrespect my family, disrespect my kids, disrespect my community. I don't have to praise the dollar bill. You know why? Because I know it's tanking by the second. That dollar bill you got in your hand and you showing to your ear is worthless. It's not of value. It's nothing. It's backed by nothing. The dollar bill is backed by nothing. I said it. It's backed by the government. Well, Stock Sniper, the dollar is backed by gold. No, it's not. The dollar bill, American dollar bill, is backed by credit. Why you think America's in so much debt? They want you and me to be in debt. They don't want you to pay cash for a car. They don't want you to pay cash for a house. They don't want that. They want you to be in debt. Because as long as you in debt, that means that the American dollar go continue to be of value. But if everybody owned everything, listen to what I'm saying. If everybody owned everything that they have, the American dollar is not backed by anything but your debt. I thought you said that the American dollar was backed by the U.S. government, Stock Sniper. Well, the U.S. government is backed by debt. The U.S. government owes a lot of debt. The U.S. government, every day, I'm going to tell you something to look up. I should have get it on my computer. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to show y'all, my subscribers, because I fuck with y'all. I'm going to show y'all the U.S. debt clock to let you know, you niggas that's putting that money to your head and collecting that paper money, that shit ain't worth nothing. It's debt. America's trillions and trillions of dollars in debt. And every second it goes up. If you go to, right now, go to World Debt Clock on the internet and it'll show you. And that clock is steady rolling 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. We are born. When you born and they give you a social security card, you are born in debt. Yes. Every single person, your kids, my grandkids. And when you're born an American, you are born in debt. And then also, when you go look at that world clock debt, look at other countries and see which countries are in the most debt. America is in the worst debt in the world. So that paper money that you put to your ear, that stuff don't mean nothing, bro. It doesn't mean anything. Don't take my word for it, y'all. Research it. It's not, I see niggas, get their paycheck, young niggas, and do this here and flash 4, 5, 600, and then turn around and beg for money from their parents. They get on the Instagram and they flex. They get that from them rappers. They get on the Instagram and they flex because they see them rappers get on the internet showing money, doing this, showing money. You know what I'm saying? But then on the flip side of that, a lot of them rappers that be showing money, that don't be their money. That's promotion. That's promotion. It don't even be their money. Just like the nigga that flash out there, I'm talking about, flash his money, but then backdoor and ask his mama for money on the back end. We in trouble, bro. That's why they got the borders open, because they're trying to rebuild America. They trying to move you niggas. They trying to move you niggas out of here and move in somebody that's gonna come over here and work. And they willing to take a chance with the migrants. I said it. They willing to let the migrants come over here, take you niggas' job because they know you niggas don't want to work, and then a job that you won't take, the migrants gonna take for pennies on a dollar. And guess what? They ain't even tripping. They gonna take that. You might want $3,000 a month. The migrants gonna do it for $1,500 a month and smile and be happy. Why? Because they know how to save their money. They know how to earn, spend less, and invest. Well, Stock Sniper, what you mean invest? They not investing in the stock market, but they sending their money back home. That's their investment into their family. And it'll be 8, 9, 10 of them in one house. So yes, they can take the undercut. Why? Because they all stick together. We don't stick together. We got a youngster on here, you know what I'm saying? I'm giving him the game. He on here trying to clown me because I'm doing what's best for me and my family. That's the problem. They know we don't stick together. It's divide and conquer. It's one of the rules of 48 laws of power. Divide and conquer. We keep them divided, we can conquer them. But if everybody came together, you do what's best for your household, I do what's best for my household, and we all come together as a collective, we'll run this world. And they know that. That's why they do certain things to keep us down. The first thing they did was came with the crack era. That started in the 80s. The parents became crackheads and the kids became dope dealers. Messed up the whole community. Now, then they come with a new thing. Now it's the internet and these rappers. They very smart. They very smart. They know how to play the game. And people like me that's gonna give you the game, guess what they're gonna do? They got y'all playing. They said like him. He come in and say, I ain't never been in no trouble. Because I'm talking like this, he figured I'm cool. Guess what? I take that role. Because guess what? You don't know nothing. Yeah, I play that. I'm a coon, I'm a nerd, because I do with the stock market. Yeah, I'm all that. I'll be that. I'd rather be that than a dumbass nigga stuck on that block that ain't making no money, that ain't investing in nothing in their block. And what's so cold about it, I'm a nigga that didn't bought my block. The same block I was on when I was about his age, I had a different mindset. And I knew how to peep the game. Once Donald Trump opened up that opportunity zone, I pulled the trigger. I already knew. These niggas these days, they don't know a goddamn thing. Because they don't respect the OGs. They OGs is crackheads and dope fiends and pill heads. I hate to say it like that, but it's the truth. They OGs put them on dummy missions, bro. Them niggas in the street, these youngsters in the street these days, they OGs will put them on a dummy mission in 29 seconds. My OGs wasn't like that. Sorry, bro, we ain't the same. That's why I was able to buy my block for pennies on the dollar. Thanks to what? Opportunity zones. So we ain't the same. We don't think the same. I bought my block. And when I got tired of it, guess what I did? I sold it. Sold it to who? I didn't sell it to the white people. I sold it to my homeboy. So we ain't the same. But I ain't, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just giving you the game. It's up to you if you want to listen to it or not. Somebody gonna listen to it. You want to be ignorant? This channel ain't for you. If you talking about the block all the time and you trying to you coming like that, this is not the channel for you. I'd rather you go over there. Go to Charleston White channel. Go listen to that bullshit. But over here, I'm about the real deal. I'm not finna try to play my people. I'm not finna try to play nobody. I'm gonna give you the game the right way. Stay down till you come up. Earn, spend less, and invest. But if you ain't, you know what I'm saying? Yes, I voted for Donald Trump for my own personal reasons that benefits me. Once you realize what benefits you, if you own that block, knowing that if Donald Trump wins, your dope price is gonna go up, then yes, vote for Kamala Harris because you steady on the block. I'm not on that block, bro. I'm not on no block. I'm trying to buy the block. I'm not trying to sell no dope off the block. I'm trying to get the same block you on selling. Once they bust you and put you in jail, I'm trying to buy that shit for a player price. We ain't the same. That's the difference between me and you. Like Rich Homie Quan say, the difference between me and you is I'd rather get money trying to build me something. You can't tell me nothing. That's what Rich Homie Quan said. Y'all better listen to that. That's real talk. You on that block being a Pookie and a Rayway, yeah, bring the value of that motherfucker down. I want you niggas on the block. I want y'all out there selling all that dope. I want y'all out there robbing because once them police pick y'all up and take y'all to jail and that land go for pennies on the dollar, guess what? A nigga like me gonna come through and buy it and flip it. That's called opportunity zone. One dude came on here last time and said, come on, bro, you know damn well that people in our community ain't able to do that. That thinking is gonna keep you in the position that you own. What you talking about? You will be able to do that if you do what? You stay out the club. You stop tricking your money off on these hoes. You know what I'm saying? You earn, spend less, and invest. You follow the blueprint that I put down, that I got from my OGs and from my upline. You follow that blueprint. Stop tricking with them hoes. Stop buying Jordans. Stop buying Polo. Stop going to the club. Stop buying cars that you can't afford. And earn, spend less, and invest. Then you'll be able to buy that block. Then your mind will change, and that same block you standing in front of selling your dope, you'll be able to buy it. Because guess what? You'll be able to buy it for pennies on a dollar. That's how it works. It's called wholesale. Just like you buy that wholesale dope, you can buy wholesale properties right there in your hood. Come on, man. But to you niggas that got a small mind, you'll flip it and say, and treat it like I'm a coon, or I ain't never been in the trenches, or I don't know nothing because I got a mind. A mind is a terrible thing to waste, bro. A mind is a terrible thing to waste. And it's sad. And it's sad. It's sad. And what I noticed, it's getting worse and worse in this black community. It's getting worse and worse, bro. I jumped off the porch in the early 80s. You can't tell me nothing about the streets. I was born in 73. I jumped off the porch at 12 years old, getting it in the early 80s, at the height of the crack era. Right in the height, in the middle of it, when it wasn't against the law to sell crack. Yes, I said it. You can't tell me nothing, bro. I've been there and done that. I'm 51 years old now. I am a retired truck driver. Think about that for a second. I'm retired. I do what I want, when I want, how I want. And guess what I do? The goal of this channel is to give game and knowledge because I want y'all to do the same thing. I want y'all to retire at 45, at 40, especially if you're 20 or 25. I want you to be retired at 40 or 45 years old. And guess what? The Democrat and Joe Biden and Kamala Harris and Barack Obama, they don't want that. They want you gay. They want you a transgender. They want you always on Medicare and food stamps, and they want you on that shit forever. They want you in the housing projects. That's why I don't get down with the hood. Because the hood is not a spot. I'm finna give y'all some more game. The hood is not a spot that our ancestors, our mamas and daddies, our grandmother and grandfather wanted to be. That was a certain spot that the white people gave us because they didn't want the area. They didn't want the projects. They didn't want that type of area. So yes, it's a concentration camp. The hood is a concentration camp. I said it. It's not a spot that you handpicked. But guess what? With the evolution of time in 1990, 2000, 2025, 2010, if you stack your money and you make your bread, you earn, spend less, and invest, and you do what you're supposed to do, you could buy your property or your house wherever you want to. It wasn't like that in the 40s and the 50s and the 60s. So the hood that we love so much, them people didn't want that part of the town. The white people said, look, you niggas, this the section for y'all. You only can buy over here. Well, Mr. White Man, I want to buy over there. Oh, no, you can't buy over there. You only can buy the land that's right here. The shit that they didn't want. That's the hood. So then when they figured out Medicare, welfare, and food stamps, how to keep us trapped, they built projects. They built those projects, those government buildings, to keep us in the government building. Concentration camp. That's what it is. And then guess what they did? Once they seen that nigga, because eventually niggas start building, right? Niggas started earning, spending less, and investing. They start buying stuff. They start opening stores. They start opening laundromats. You know what I'm saying? They start buying land. They start renting to who? Our people. And the community start building up. Then guess what they did? Once niggas started building and start getting to a certain level where they felt threatened, guess what they did? First they burnt down Black Wall Street out there in Oklahoma. I think the first one was in North Carolina. Then they tried to rebuild in Oklahoma and they burnt that one down. Then guess what they did? Really messed everything up. They dropped crack cocaine and target the black community. I'm telling you, I was in the middle of it. I was born in 73. I jumped off the porch at 85, 12 years old. And during that time, all the parents and grandparents, out of 10 of them, 9 of them started smoking crack. And the kids started being what? The sellers. The parents were the smokers and the kids were the dope dealers. The kids was like, man, I can make money off this. And it wasn't against the law. That's the plan they had. That's what broke down this whole black community. And the crack era is the reason why things are going on right now. Why the baby mamas want to be brothers and sisters with the kid, and the baby mamas are all strung out, popped up on pills, and the kids don't want to live. That's the reason why, because the crack era, what happened in the mid 80s, all during the 80s, all during the 90s, until they finally said, well, it's getting too. Then they finally said, well, okay, it started getting too big, and they said, well, we gotta make a law. At first, it wasn't against the law to sell crack and smoke crack, because they didn't, it wasn't. It was intended. The intention was to tear down the black community. Once they did that, and they figured out they had that under wraps, then they did what? Because niggas like me started making a whole lot of money off the dope and started being the ballers. In other words, you 14, 15 years old and you sitting on 200,000-300,000. That's what I come from. I'm keeping it real. That's what it was. And that's on a low level. They had some people that was 13, 14 years old that had millions at that age, bro. Go look at the movie Paid in Full. If you ever seen that movie Paid in Full, that's real life. That's what it was. Man, people, once they put out that crack and everybody, all the parents and all the grown-ups started smoking it, they had lines from here to 2 or 3 miles at the crack house. It was against the law. It was not against the law. As long as you had your crack cooked up, you could make, it was all amounts of money. It was a lot of money. Like I said, it was people, the kids, 13, 14 years old. Just imagine, 13, 14 years old, sitting on 300,000-400,000. That's what it was. So it got so high like that, they were like, God damn, these niggas, they not, you know what I'm saying? It was intended to ruin the community. But they seen the black niggas, the youngsters around my age, that was making a killing. That was making 4,000-5,000 a day. That was sitting on millions at 14, 15 years old. A millionaire at 14. That's how the record companies started making money. That's how, because niggas like me, around my age, that had all the bread, and then niggas started trying to rap about the ways we live. That's why I said the rappers wanted to be us. It ain't like that no more. Now, the kids want to be the rappers. It done flipped. And that's why it's all messed up. Which was messed up from the beginning because they put the crack in the hood and it straight demolished everything, because we own the stores. We own laundromats. We own clubs, right? You own your house flat out right. It was nobody in the black community owed nobody no money. Let me say that again. Nobody in the black community before the crack era hit, nobody owed nobody nothing. It was no loans. The houses was paid for cash. The cars was paid for cash. Everything stayed in the hood. That's how it was. That's where I come from. But nowadays, it's totally different. The streets is dead. It's not the same. The streets been dead since 99, 98. That's how long the streets been dead. Why? Because they started targeting us. They started targeting the kids. They wasn't tripping about the grown-ups no more. Why? Because the grown-ups became crackheads, right? And when the grown-ups became crackheads, they started getting behind on their taxes on the houses that they own. They started going behind on their taxes on the businesses they own, the laundromats and the barbershops and the clubs. They couldn't pay taxes. They were smoking crack. So they lost the businesses. It went into foreclosure. The houses got passed down to crackheads. The crackheads wasn't worried about it. It was either crack houses or they was taken by the government for non-payment of taxes. That's what happened. And it started going down and down and down. Now the kids don't even thinking about buying a block. They think it's the stretch of imagination. Like the dude told me on the live, if you was on my live 3 weeks ago, the guy said, come on, bro. You know that nobody in the hood can afford to buy a wholesale house, bro. So you trying to tell me y'all out here hustling on the block every single day, acting like you balling. You buying weed every day. You buying cigarettes every day. You buying Jack in the Box every day. You going to the club. You popping bottles. You buying Jordans and Nikes and all this type of shit. You can't. You trying to tell me that y'all can't scuffle up enough money to go down here to the city hall, to the county, and buy that property that you selling dope in front of, that y'all sitting down drinking and smoking weed every day? You mean to tell me you can't go over there and buy one of them properties for pennies on a dollar? When he told me that, I said, bro, you say you're a hustler, right? Oh, I'm on the block. Okay. Well, then you should have some type of money to buy one of them wholesale properties for pennies on a dollar. If you can't do it yourself, you hanging with 8, 9 niggas that claim the same thing. Well, okay, if you can't afford it by yourself, all them niggas you hanging around with, let's pool together and get this house, bro. And if they can't pool together and do that, guess what? You need to cut them niggas off. You hanging with the wrong crew. I'm spitting game tonight because this youngster came in here and I gotta let him know who he dealing with. You dealing with a grinder, man. Real life grinder with a mind. That I bought my block. Yes, I did it. And when I got tired of it, guess what I did? I flipped it to my homeboy. Who what? I gave the game to. That listened. That's what I did. Straight up. So you coming in here, you can't tell me nothing. Because I done been there and done that. But I'm telling you what you can do right now. Get your mindset out of that block. If you on the block, start saving your money. Them niggas that you go to the club with all the time and y'all ride around and smoking weed, tell them niggas, start talking to them like this. Look, bro, we got to do more than buying weed and riding and flipping every goddamn day and going to this club and tricking with these hoes. Let's put our money together. Let's put up $100 a week, each one of us. If it's 4 of y'all, which usually is more than 4. If it's 4 of y'all and y'all bleeding every day, even if you buying $100 wholesales or $50 wholesales every day, man, we're going to put $100 a piece. It's 4 of us. $400 a day. We're going to let Auntie hold the money. $400 a day between 4 niggas. In 90 days, 400 multiplied by 7, that's 28. That's 3,000 a week. 3, 6, 12. That's 12,000 in 3 months. That's 36,000. That's a wholesale house. I'm gonna say it again. If you hanging with 4 niggas and all y'all grinding, right? Even if you buying wholesales, if you buying a quarter pound a piece, if you petty hustling, I'm gonna put it like that. If you petty hustling, and we say we petty hustle, we flip, we take 100 and make 200. Well, each one of y'all should be able to put $100 back to somebody y'all trust. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 400. And you take the next day, you take that same $100 that you flipping, flip it to another 100. That's 200. And do that every single day. You ain't got no bills. You living with somebody on housing. If you living with a broad on housing, it definitely ain't no reason why you shouldn't be buying one of them wholesale houses on your block. Let's go back to if you can't do it yourself, what you should be able to do it to yourself with ease. If you live with your mama or you live with a broad on house, you should easily be able to come up between the four of y'all, $400 a day, $3,000 a week, $12,000 a month, $36,000 in 90 days. Stop smoking weed or cut down. Stop buying cigarettes. Stop going to Jack in the Box. Stop going to the club. Stop buying Jordans. And you come up with that $30,000, $36,000 quicker than what you think. You ain't got no bills. You live with a broad on house. You live with your mama. $36,000, and then it'll make y'all come. Once y'all do that, $36,000, buy a wholesale house or buy a property. It could be an empty lot. Buy something of value. You know what that will do? That will make y'all come even more together as a crew. And if one person in your group that you hang with every single day, who you say is your brother, your bro, cannot do that, guess what? You need to cut his ass off. It might be all three of them. You need to cut his ass off. You cut his ass off. That's the blueprint. That's the one and only blueprint right there. That right there will get you off that block. That one blueprint. All y'all can all come together and buy a truck. Will be cheaper than that, an 18-wheeler. And one of y'all, or every last one of y'all, can get a CDL and put it to work. It's another plan there to get you off the block. Especially if you're in your 20s, you would retire before you turn 50. I just gave you a blueprint that can retire you before 50. If you 20, if you 30, that blueprint, and you stick to it, earn, spend less, and invest, stay down till you come up, you could retire at 40. It's easy to retire at 50 years old if you got a game plan. This is not independent game. No. This is not the independent game. Independent game is exactly what it is. It's a game. It's a scam. That's what the independent game is. It's a scam. That is just a blueprint to turn something into nothing. That's business. That's a business plan. That ain't no independent game. Independent game is exactly what it is. It's like playing Super Mario Brothers. It's like playing John Madden. It's a game. It's gonna be a winner and a loser with the independent game. But that what I'm talking about, all four of y'all will win. And if you got four homeboys in language and they ain't not with that, guess what? You got to cut their ass off. Bro, you can't come back around us until when? Until you get your goddamn mind right, because we got a plan. That was, if every community in this community follow that, then it wouldn't be like our boy said, it wouldn't be the opportunity zone. Well, we can't afford the opportunity zone. Only the people that come in and got money they gonna buy the hood up because they got the money. Well, why you ain't got the money? You sell dope every day. You supposed to have the money. Of course, they're gonna buy some of it, but you should have bought some of it too, like we did in our hood. We wasn't playing no games. Once we seen the opportunity, we started buying shit. Yes, other people bought too, but guess what? As they were buying, we were buying too. And whatever you want to do with yours is what you want to do with yours. Me, I wanted to get up out of that hood. I didn't want to be in the hood all the time, right? So I sold mine for a nice profit. That's what I did. I got one empty lot left in that hood. And guess what? I'm about to get off that in a minute. Soon as Donald Trump become the president, you know what I'm saying? I'm getting up off of it. Because I don't even go over there no more. And I'm going to send it to my homeboy. I had, with the stuff that I had white people wanting to give me more money. See, that would have been wrong if I'd have sold it to the white man instead of selling it to my homeboy. And I told my homeboy, I said, look, bro, they trying to give me more than what you offering. You know what I'm saying? Just meet me at my number, and me and you can make this deal. And I ain't gonna sell it to, because I really don't want to give it to them anyway. I want to keep it in the hood. I want to keep it with the people. I wanted to keep it with my people. I didn't want to sell it to the white people. If he wouldn't have bid on it, I'd have just held on to it. I would have just had to keep going back out there, because I was not finna sell it to the white man. But guess what? He understood how I put it. I said, look, bro, I just straight up told him, look, bro, these white people's offering me a lot of money for it, but I don't want to go that route. I want to sell it to one of y'all. Just meet me at my price, and we can make this, and we can make this happen. He said, you know what, you sure right, and we made it happen. But I still got one good lot that's out there right now. And guess what? As soon as Donald Trump become the president and win, that's what I'm waiting on. And the property values go back up, I'm gonna sell it. I ain't gonna sell it right now. You know what I'm saying? Because the property values went down because of what? Because of Joe Biden. So, but I know that once Donald Trump win and get back in, I better sell it for what I really want for it. It's checkers, it's chess, not checkers. And guess what? If somebody from my hood don't want to give me the price that I want for it, I just sit on it to keep doing what I'm doing. I just keep sitting on it and put it back. You know what I'm saying? And when I die, you know, somebody else can do whatever they want to do with it. Straight like that. But that's why I'm trying to tell you, bro, you sit here talking like that, you don't know what you're talking about. Get your homeboys together, you know what I'm saying, and buy back your block. It'll make you feel better. And can't nobody tell you nothing, because can't nobody tell me nothing. I bought my block. I bought it. Yes, cash money, no loan. And sold it. And made what? 4 times the money that I paid for it. Did that. So it's different over here. And that's the purpose of this channel. Me saying that, somebody gonna look at things differently. Maybe you on your block and you looking at things differently. If you own the block, those empty houses and those trap houses and them boarded up houses, start going to the county. Well, now you got the internet. Get on the internet and start looking up the address to see who owned it. You might know the owner, might not. Sometimes the people be dead. Sometimes it be back taxes, and you just go to the county, pay pennies on the dollar. Your best friend, your homeboys, who you think your G, let's put money in together and copy it. It starts with one property in your hood. And if y'all can do it together, that's so great. That makes the relationship even more together. It makes the relationship better, because y'all will feel better about yourself, because y'all actually did something right with y'all money, and plus it's in the hood. I own my hood. So now you can stand on the block that you own instead of trying to claim a block that you don't own. You feel different when you own that block. Then you can sit out there and secure your block because you own that shit. You can tell who can come, who can and who can't come on that block because you own it. Well, y'all own it. And that gives you leverage. Can't anybody come in that hood because you are now a landowner. You can go to your local congressman and you can talk to them about certain things or how you want to change, how you want to build up your neighborhood. Why? Because you are a landowner. If the roads ain't correct on your street, If each one of y'all own a house, 4 of y'all go up there together and y'all own shit, you can go up there and go to the city hall and tell them, look, our roads is messed up, bro. We are land and homeowners. Y'all need to fix the streets. We need street lights. We need new signs. The name of our hood, whatever the name of it is. We need a new sign for our neighborhood. That's clout. That's clout. This internet shit, that's not real clout. Real clout is when it's a collective brothers, 5 to 10 to be exact, that are on the same page in the neighborhood. I own a house or 2. My other homeboy own a house or 2. You own a other homeboy. Everybody, in other words, own at least a property or 2, and it's 10 of us. And we all on the same page. We all own a property on each one of the streets in the hood. Now we can come together collectively, and we can go down there to the city hall and make real moves. Y'all want us to pay our property taxes? It's 10 of us up here. It's 15 of us up here. It's 20 of us up here. Y'all want us to pay our property taxes? Y'all need to do this. Y'all need to do that. Y'all need to fix this road. Y'all need to, we need new street signs. We need brand new street lights. That's clout. That's clout. That's clout. That's real clout. All that other stuff, that's not no clout. Having us argue back and forth on the internet and going at each other just because the numbers will go up, that's not no clout. That's not entertainment. Touchdown Ravens. The Ravens are up now 27. The Ravens are for real. That's not no clout. That's what we call bullshit and bubblegum. That's what that is. And guess what? When you spend that money on that wholesale house or that block, and y'all eventually fix it up the best of your ability and put a renter in there or just sit on it, it builds your net worth. That goes in on the back end that I talk about all the time on this channel. I talk about the back end. Even if you just sit on it, it could just be a piece of land. But guess what? Every year, it goes up in value. Goes up in value. That's why it's very important you know what the people are going for in office, what they stand for, what they represent. Because guess what? If you own 4 or 5 properties, if you own 4 or 5 of those trap houses in your neighborhood that you and your boys then went in and bought, if you own 5, for an example, and Donald Trump comes and say, well, I'm gonna come up with the opportunity zone, which is basically gentrify. I'm gonna say that word because everybody say that word, and so for some reason niggas hate the word of gentrification. Okay, if you on the block and you in the hood and you making your moves and you and your homeboy are in the right state of mind, in the hustler state of mind, you own one house and it's 5 of y'all because we roll in packs. On a low level, we all own a house and we own 5 houses, trap houses, right? Donald Trump come in and say, man, I'm finna do the opportunity zone where people can come in and build, you know what I'm saying, and build up the hood. So when does he take the red tape and call it an opportunity zone, guess what? Automatically, if the houses that we bought was $30,000 a piece, or for an example, or $100,000 a piece, as an example, once he took off the opportunities, once he took off the red tape and passed opportunity zones through the First Step Act, not only did it release niggas out of jail, it also took the red tape out of the hood. So if you own the trap house and you got 5 partners and y'all own those trap houses, and it's 5 of them or 10, guess what the opportunity zone did? It took $100,000 house as an example and made it worth $1 million. It took a $10,000 house as an example and made it worth $100,000. In other words, soon as he said, soon as that First Step Act passed, automatically the house values went up tenfold. Automatically. So if you got a house that was for $100,000, as an example, your homeboy got a house for $100,000. If y'all had 5 houses and y'all put in and y'all paid $500,000, not even that much. I'm just saying that number as an example. $500,000 in the mix of all those houses. Multiply by 10. That's $5 million. Did you hear what I just said? So I'm in the hood. I'm doing my thing. My homeboy that I go to the club with and pop bottles with and trick hoes with and all that, go to the strip club and throw all this money. We all on the same page. It's 4 of us. We buy the houses for pennies on the dollar. The house is worth $100,000. But if you buying it for pennies on the dollar, it's not worth. You're not paying $100,000. You're paying 10 or 15. Listen where I'm going. You're paying 10 or 15,000 for a house that's worth $100,000. Once the opportunity zones pass, that $100,000 house just went up tenfold. Now it's not worth $100,000 no more. You pay 10 or 15,000 for it. Pennies on the dollar. You go to the county. You buy the trap house for pennies on the dollar. It's worth $100,000, but you only pay 10 to 15,000. Once Donald Trump passed the First Step Act, that not only released OGs out of prison, it also took that house that I paid 10, 15,000 for, it made it worth $1 million. So even if we do it on a smaller scale, and it's not 5 houses, we took 4 homeboys and we bought 1. We petty hustlers, but we can hustle up. We can hustle up $2,500 a piece. So 2,500 multiplied by 4, that's 10,000. 10 or 15,000, something like that. We might have to come up with 4,000 a piece. You could get the drift though. 2,500 to 3,500 each person. We got 1 house. The house is worth 100,000. Before the First Step Act, it's worth 100,000. But we went and got it for pennies on the dollar. We paid 15,000, but we went in it on 4 ways. So when the First Step Act came out, it went from being worth 100,000 to $1 million. So now we got to split that 1 house up in 4 ways. Once we cash out. Why wouldn't you vote for Donald Trump if something go down like that? I wouldn't give a damn. I don't give a damn if they say he racist. I don't give a damn. I'm racist too. I don't want no white folks moving in my neighborhood. I wouldn't rent to no white folks. I would rent just like, for instance, the house. I could have sold it to the white boy. But guess what? I did not sell it to the white boy. I sold it to my homeboy who is what? Black. So guess what? Y'all want to say Donald Trump is racist? Okay, we're going to flip it on this side. That house that I had for sale. If I'd have sold it to the white boy instead of selling it to the homeboy, then y'all have said I was a sellout. Damn, you sold it to the white man instead of selling it to your own brother. Hello. Tell me if I'm lying. So, in that sense, that's how I think. In that sense, Donald Trump, they say, well, he didn't want to rent to black people. I feel that. Because y'all ain't going to want me to sell my house to no white boy. Y'all going to want me to sell it to my homeboy who got the money. He might not have as much money as the white boy, But if I sold it to the white boy and moved the white boy in the neighborhood, if I moved the white boy on the block, y'all would have been mad. So what's the difference? What's the difference? The thing is, what can you do for me and my family? What can you do for me and my homeboy that's on the block hustling, that's got a mind and understand how to make moves? So yes, on a lower level, we could get one house 4 ways, 15,000, pennies on the dollar, and break it up 4 ways. It's really worth 100,000, but because they was behind on their taxes and they took the house because of that, we went to the auction, got it for pennies on the dollar, and only paid 15,000. But guess what? One person didn't have the 15,000, so we go holler at all our homeboys. We all came together, 4 of us, or 5 or 6, or however, and we came up with the money to get the house. Shit, Donald Trump become the president. He say, First Step Act. I'm gonna look out for the blacks. I'm gonna take the red tape off the black community and make it an opportunity zone, regentrify. Soon, and it passes. Soon as that happens, the house ain't worth 100,000 no more. It's worth $1 million. Do you understand how I just broke that down to you? Even if it's not $1 million, if it's 500,000, that's 5 times the money. Not more than 5 times the money, because you only paid 15,000 for the house. Come on, man. See, to be able to have a mindset to think like that, you can't be in a democratic mindset, bro. You can't be in that type of mindset. That mindset will always keep you down. It will keep you on food stamps. It will keep you on Medicaid. It will keep you selling dope on that block. It will keep you not thinking about buying the house, buying the trap. It will keep you selling out of the trap. There's a lot of niggas that sell dope out of abandoned houses. Just be there selling dope in front of the house. Just be there on the block. Never in their mind do they think about, let me type up the address and see who owns this place. To see if they're behind on taxes. To see if it's on the foreclosure list. To see if it's on the auction block. So you see, touchdown, Henry. This is a powerful live, man. This live right here is probably one of the best ones I done did. Because I really broke it down to what I did in real life. That's what I did in real life, bro. And it's not too complicated to go over your head. It's not too complicated where you can say, well, it ain't like I said niggas got to come up with $1 million like I told that nigga on the other live, bro. We can't, niggas and the people in the community, we know we can't do that. Bro, it don't take that much. Stupid. If you would sit and listen instead of being blinded by them Democrats and listen to what I'm telling you, you will understand it. I just broke it down. I'm gonna do it one more time. One more time. It's 4 of us. It could be 6. For lower level purposes, I'm gonna say 6. It can be 6 of us. Pay attention. It can be 6 of us. We go to the club every night. We pop bottles. We holler at females. All the time. All we do is go to the club, do what niggas do. We buy weed every day. We smoke weed together. We drink together. We on the block together. On the lower level, we buy $50 wholesales and $100 wholesales, flippers. On the lower level, it's 6 of us. We in front of this trap house. We at this trap house. It's boarded up. We sell dope in front of it every single day. We call it the block. We say we run the block. Okay, let's go and look up the address. We look up the address. We find out that it's what? It's behind on taxes, and it's on the foreclosure list to go on to be put up for auction at the beginning of the month. Well, most people don't want to invest in that house. Why? Because it's in a lower income area. White folks don't want to touch it. This is before they lifted this is before the First Step Act. Nobody wanted to touch it because it's niggas selling dope over there. So we go over there, we find out what's going on. Look, bro, the auction starts at $50. We go to the auction, all 6 of us. We save our money. $40 a day, $50 a day, don't take much. We all come up with, on a lower level, we all come up with $3,000 a piece. 3,000 multiplied by 6, that's 18,000. We go to the auction with 18 to 20,000 between 6 people, right? From doing what? Earning and spending less. Not going to the club, not tricking with hoes, not buying designer clothes, not buying bottles, not smoking weed every single day, not buying cigarettes every day, because it adds up. So we come together, it's 6 of us. And we see the house that we want. It's the block we stand in front of every day and hustle. We go to the auction. And you know how they go at the auction? It start off at 50, 51, 52, 53, all for 100, 100. Not like the auction. Yeah, that's how I go at the auction. It goes up. People are betting, white people and other people too are betting, going with the bid. Nobody wants to pay over. Nobody wants to pay over 10,000 for the house of 15,000. That's an example. We win the bid for 15,000. It's 6 of us, which is a little bit more than $2,000 a piece. So now we own a house that we own the block now. That's the house we be in front of every single day. The auctioned it for 15,000, but we go and do research and find out, and we go to a realtor and find out that it's really worth 100,000. We're not even being worked on, with no work. It's worth 100,000, but we know the house. We know it. Why? Because we in front of it every single day, every single week, every single month, year after year after year. So we know everything about the neighborhood. We know everything about the house. So the due diligence is already done because you're there. You just bought a good house for 15,000. Guess what? Donald Trump become the president. First Step Act. Opportunity zone. Gentrification. But you already there. You already own that house. The house was worth 100,000 when you paid 15,000 for it. The First Step Act passed. Now it's worth $1 million. All you gotta do is put some work in. It's worth $1 million without no work being put into it. You cut the grass, you keep the grass cut now. You do a little bit of work to it as you go. You've been sitting on it for a year. Now, that $3,000 that y'all spun a piece is 6 of y'all. The whole house is worth $1 million. That's life changing. That's what the First Step Act did. That's why I'm not trying to hear no, people that look like us can't do that. I ain't trying to hear. So, if something like that happened to you and your homeboy, 6 of y'all, as an example, you think you ain't finna vote for Donald Trump? And then that same house, once Trump lose, Kamala Harris them come in and Joe Biden and do all these other things and make the price value of that house go down. Now, because Biden them is in the house no more, let's say you sat on it, and the house ain't worth $1 million no more because of inflation and everything that's been going on, and the migrants coming in and everything like that. Now, that house that was worth $1 million when Donald Trump was in office, now is all the way down back to 200,000. How would you feel? You would want Donald Trump back in that office. Why? Because it's going to go back up to $1 million as soon as he signed that paper. So you got to do what's best for you and your family. You know what I'm saying? That's the moral of the story. No matter what, you got to do what's best for you and your family, and what's best for you and your homeboys, and do what's best for you and your circle. If your circle don't want nothing, ain't about nothing, ain't trying to save nothing, always want a handout, ain't about building. But if your family's about building something, saving something, investing, building something for you, your family, and your downline, you got to weigh your options. My option, from that example, what's best for me and my family is Donald Trump. Because I could take 15,000 with the One Step Act, my block, $1 million house. As an example. Or even 15,000 is $100,000 house. That's still 10 times my money. So, I mean, and then that's something that you can pass down to your family. That's something that you can move somebody in. That's something that you can, now you're a landlord. That's another element. Now you're a landlord and you can rent it out and you can watch it, go in value. But now, then when Donald Trump come back in, it'll go back up even more. So that's the benefits of the opportunity zone. And that's a clear blueprint on how you could be on your block buying $50, $100 wholesales. And you and your 6 buddies, if y'all really about that life and y'all really love each other, can come together and build something for you and your family and your kids. That, hey, because of Donald Trump, we got 2 houses that's worth millions of dollars because of the First Step Act that we plan on doing what? Passing down to the kids that will forever be in our family. Because we bought it for pennies on the dollar. Gentrification is the reason why it's worth millions now. The rappers are coming in and buying up the stuff. Why not us? The rappers come and do it. The rappers, T.I., 50 Cent, Nipsey Hussle, they earning, spending less than investing and buying. That's what they love gentrification. Because why? They earning, spending less than investing. They ain't spending their money on bullshit. They saving it for what? A buying opportunity. So that's my message to all y'all that got that same mentality as this guy right here. Roll it back. Listen to what I'm telling you. Roll it back, bro, and listen to it. Don't get offended. Listen. And as I break it down, if you really think about it, if you about taking something and turning it, if you about taking nothing and making it something, you're gonna understand what this live was 100%. If you want to go from poor, if you want to know how to poor, get rich, and the rich get wealthy, I just told you. I just told you how to pour. Somebody that buy $100 wholesales, $50 wholesales, come together collectively as homeboys, went from poor to being rich. And how the rich become wealthy. That was a basic, true story, but I broke it down into the very lowest compound. Simple as I can put it. Well, you can't say, well, people that look like us can't do that like that dude did in the other live. You ain't thinking, bro. So I got to take it and bring it all the way down to a first grade level. And if you're around your homeboys and you go to the club, well, ain't nobody gonna come together like that, then you with the wrong niggas. And guess what? You need to cut their ass off. And I'm gonna end it right there. That's all need to be said. If you rolling with 6, 7 niggas or 10 niggas and y'all in the club, fucking with hoes, tricking, you know what I'm saying, popping bottles, getting high every single day and riding, getting high, smoking weed, flossing and banging and listening to King Von and NBA Youngboy and Lil Durk every single day, and y'all can't come together like that, you need to leave them niggas alone. And I'm gonna leave it right there. This the Stock Sniper. 704 Wall Street. That's my block. Yeah. 704 Wall Street is my block. The stock market, that's my hood. 704 Wall Street, that's my block. Earn, spend less, and invest. All y'all that came in here and kicked it with me, appreciate y'all. I gave a lot of game on this live. If you just catching it, rewind it back, bro, and watch it all over again. This youngster came in here, and I just, I think he left. But if he come back and watch it, bro, I gave something, put something on your mind to think about. It's very simple. So with that being said, earn, spend less, and invest. I appreciate all my subscribers and everybody. I do this for y'all. Cash App giveaway. Once I get to 1,500 subscribers, I will be giving away money on the live. Subscriber only mode. So subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button. Even if, no matter if you Democrat or Republican, Kamala Harris or Donald Trump, vote for who's best for you and yours. I did what's best for me. I voted today. I got my vote out of the way. Today was a great day. I appreciate y'all. I like having these conversations like this. Freedom of speech. This is America. You got your ideas, I got mine. I do what's best for me, you do what's best for you. But the First Step Act, if you black and you in the hood, the First Step Act, what Donald Trump passed, it benefits you, bro. If you have the right mindset to earn, spend less than invest. Hang around with the right niggas. Hang around the right people. And if they ain't on the mindset of what I'm talking about on this live, and you get it, and you bring it to them, and they ain't down with it, or they can't even live up to it, they can't even come up with 2,500, you need to cut their ass off and hang around different niggas. Hang around different type of people. Sometimes you got to change your circle. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, I'm going to say it again. 704 Wall Street, that's my block. Yeah, it's my block. In the morning, 8:30 a.m., I will be on the charts. Appreciate y'all. This is the Stock Sniper, the one and only. I'm out.